I'm Amy from Whiteacres and I help businesses to stand out, feel confident and look good all the time. This past week my daughter has not been very well, and as a consequence we've been spending a lot of time snuggled on the sofa with her favourite teddy watching Chicken Run. This seems to be her favourite film of the moment. If you've not seen Chicken Run, go and watch it, it's brilliant, and then come back here because there's a few spoilers in this post. It's about some chickens living on a chicken farm trying again and again with no success to escape so that they can live a free-range life. Then a flying rooster arrives accidentally and they try to learn to fly before realising that that's not possible and coming up with a grand plan which actually works. There's a few things that we can learn from Chicken Run. Firstly, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. How many crazy schemes do the chickens try before they finally achieved success? If something's not working, then maybe you need to try a different tactic working for the same purpose. Is your brand image not conveying what you need it to? Tweak it. Are you finding that people aren't buying from you because they don't understand what you've written? Rewrite your copy. Are your photos not doing justice to your products? Retake them. Are people paying no attention whatsoever to your pull-up banner? Redesign it. Are your Facebook posts not being shared? Work out why and fix them. There are loads of people out there who are celebrating massive success right now, who made lots of mistakes and tried again to achieve what they have now. They're all over the internet and in bookstores, willing to share their story with you, so you can see how they got to where they are now. Did they give up? No, and neither should you. Liars always get found out. Rocky the Rooster couldn't fly. He rode on a wave of popularity pretending that he could. However, he couldn't keep it up and he had to leave. Thankfully, the chickens were able to take the setback and make the most fantastic comeback possible, but how much time did they waste going round in circles flapping? In your business, it's so much better to tell the truth. Don't tell people that your product is the best in the whole universe if it isn't. Don't tell people that your book will change their life if it won't. Don't tell people that your service has been used by the Queen if it's not true. Once people find out the truth, your reputation will be damaged and they will be unimpressed with the time and money that they've wasted. If your product is the number one according to which, you really have fed the Queen your ginger biscuits, or your book has improved lives of people in some way, then get some proof. When I ask people to tell me what their values are so that I can work with these on their brand, I always say to work with what their values are, not what they think they should be. It's much easier to work with what you already believe in than trying to pigeonhole yourself or your business into something you don't 100% get. You don't need to reinvent yourself, you just have to work out what's really important to you and then work with that. Thirdly, we need to learn to grab opportunities. Tweedie's farm has always been an unsuccessful egg farm. Mrs. Tweedie is pulled in with some clever marketing that speaks to her at just the right time, and suddenly they're not interested in eggs anymore, but pies, full of bones and feathers, which I wouldn't buy. I'm sure that no one likes the character of Mrs. Tweedie, but you can't deny that she saw an opportunity to raise resources that they already had to create success. Okay, so it didn't work, but maybe if the chickens had been less feisty, she'd have stood a chance. However, there's nothing stopping you changing direction in your business or adding another element to it if an opportunity arises and it's a really good fit. Last week I had a guest post all about using content effectively and grabbing opportunities provided by social media to get your message out. These opportunities are easy to spot and easy to do something with, so have a think about what you could do. The fourth thing was that when the chicken pie machine was made, Mrs. Tweedie says, chickens go in, pies come out. And that's the process, which includes dropping chickens and vegetables into the machine, adding the gravy, adding the pastry lids, baking the pies in a hot oven, popping them in boxes, and sticking stickers on the boxes. That is the process. And in my business, I have a process, well, several processes, but the main process is the design process, which has 5 steps. Which are preparation, which is where I speak to my client to ask them loads of questions and I find out as much as possible about their business. Research, which is where I look into their competitors, the things they like and things they don't like, thinking about colours and fonts and generally prepare for the next stage, which is creation. This is where I have ideas and I create something from those. And then development is where I take those ideas and I make them better and get to a final outcome. And then application is where the ideas are applied where they need to be. So if I designed a logo, I might be designing the stationery, social media graphics, website, brochure, anything. So do you have a process for your business? It really helps you get clear on what you do and the steps that you need to take and helps your clients to understand more of what you can do for them. The fifth thing was that teamwork works. The chickens were a team. They had a leader, ginger. They had a technical expert who isn't on the box, who knew about all sorts of scientific things like thrust, and they had the chicken who knows how to knit and sew. They had a chicken who knew about flying, and they had those rats that could source whatever they needed, and a whole load of chickens willing to do what needed to be done to achieve a common purpose. You can't do everything on your own. If you're struggling, then it's fine to ask for help. You need to find people with the skills that you need. Maybe you need a business coach or an accountant or a virtual assistant, copywriter, photographer, graphic designer. Maybe you need to get a team around you. Maybe you need to have a group of people who you can just go to for advice and support and to run ideas past, like a mastermind group, or just a group of really good business friends that you trust. You don't have to be on your own. And the final thing was to head for your dreams. The chickens had this picture of paradise, and they made it there. Do you have goals, or a vision board, or dreams for what you want your life to be like? If the chickens can break out of the chicken farm and make it where they want it to be, then you can break out of where you are now, and get to where you want to be too. You just need to know where that is, what you want, and make a plan to get there, just like when you plan a route in your car to get from your home to your destination. There's a few things that you can do to help you focus on your goals. You can create a vision board by doing a bit of cutting and sticking on a sheet of card. You can collect images on Pinterest, which is what I do. I even have a photograph of some chickens, which is kind of appropriate, on one of the inside cupboard doors in my kitchen, because one day I want to keep chickens. So you can focus on what you want your life to be like, and also the kind of business you'd like to have. Maybe you want to employ someone, or write a book, or be featured in a magazine, or meet someone really prominent in your business. And just make sure that you have that somewhere where you can see it and you can take a look at it and focus on it from time to time. So this week, I'd love to know what lessons you're going to take from Chicken Run to make a change in your business. So please comment below and let me know. And that would be great, and I'll really enjoy reading them.